many members of your favorite band can you name? There are bands from around the world of all genres and backgrounds that suffer from the same chronic problem that often leads to tragic ends. Many bands suffer from what I like to call a bloated singer, or sometimes guitarist, that just gets so much attention and fame that they lose sight of who they were and who helped get them to where they are in life. This affects bands of all sizes, from all sizes of all different backgrounds, from small town bands to large national bands. The attractive singer gets all the attention, or the guitarist that can shred the solo, and fans tend to neglect the rest of the band members who support these two favorite members of the band. Bands such as Journey, where Steve Perry thought he was the only one that mattered and was promptly fired when he tried to belittle the other members. A large cause of this problem is media. Media should not just focus on the frontman of a band and also try to give some credit to the rest of the members, as a band is a unit and should be like a small family. I will explain how everyone in a band contributes to the product of a band and the overall enjoyment of your favorite songs in the band. How without them you may not even like the band like you do. So let's get this thing rocking and talk about musicians. People often lose sight of how music is made, what or who it takes to make it. They just begin to focus in on certain people, such as the frontman of the group. This in part discredits all of the hard work the whole team put in and what other individuals have done to contribute to the product. This problem can lead to bands crumbling and disappearing. The root of this problem comes from how people just buckle down and focus on only one member of a musical ensemble, which eventually leads to hurting the others' feelings, as if they aren't getting any credit for all the hard work and contribution they've done. A large part of its fan base, when you accumulate fans, you are very excited normally to get what you created out there and see people listening to it. But when all the credit is taken from you and all your hard work and given to a single member, it can lead to some hard feelings. Sometimes people focus in on certain individuals out of looks or what they do in the group, such as a pretty singer or the lead guitarist that shreds the solos. This leaves the backbone of the band, who without them the others would be nothing, feeling neglected. There are many other reasons and cases as to why fans do this. In some cases, it is not even totally their fault. Media is largely at fault for the neglect of the whole picture, the way they portray groups like this. They often do just focus in on a single person. Media does this to everyone from across genres, cultures, and even fields of work, like acting and similar careers. It can really do a hit on people when you work so hard just so the guy next to you gets all the credit. It ruins friendships along with bands and careers, extinguishing the original message that the band was trying to get to the world. This affects the lives of musicians and their dreams along with their careers, where they make a living. Decreasing the value of a certain member versus others. Music is a strong thing that affects people in many ways. Music can change and save lives by causing a band to break up. They may never have made the song with the message that saved a kid's life. In the same way, music is strong on people psychologically, in a psychological state. Some people use music as an escape to help them make it through a day. Losing the band that helps them make it through a standard day can be very destructive on someone's psychological state. Music and live music is a great thing for people socially. It brings like-minded people together, whether being at a concert or commenting on a shirt that you see someone wearing that could spiral into a friendship. Many different people are affected in many different ways to different degrees. And now that you're worried about your favorite band breaking up, you just noticed you don't actually know any of their names other than the singer. Here are some things you could do to totally make your favorite band's drummer or bassist's day. We could start solving this problem by having media and the bands themselves try to make people perceive all members as equally important and not to neglect them to focus on one. This would help as fans would hear more about the other members, take more notice, and hopefully begin to understand how they are all working hard in the studio, including the sound team they work with, to make the fruits of their labor blossom into these passionate works of art. By having the media focus on more of the members, what they could do for the band, it will help make them more well known to the general fan base, overall making people give them more credit for their work. Even just simply by making articles and headlines more about other members of the group instead of mainly focusing on the singer. When the interviewer interviews the whole band instead of just the frontman. This is a very easy way to help solve this common problem with no real drastic change to anything, just shifting the focus a bit. This would simply, when you are photographing or interviewing the band, just incorporate all members, having them all how they all contribute to the picture, and the conversation will fans will begin to see their personalities and make them feel way more connected to the entirety of the band than just one person. This has been done before in movies with supporting roles or directors. When a movie is astonishingly well directed or a supporting role is very well acted, the media will cover them, giving them credit to the success of the movie, although this doesn't happen very often. By doing things like this, by making everyone feel more aware of other members, putting them out there, more people will heed them and give them the equal share of respect they deserve. After putting this movement in motion, people will soon see how cool and interesting it is to know the entirety of the band. With this, it could restore friendships and even help bands perform better, as they will solve internal troubles, and the unity in a live show will be much more unified in a live show, making the show so much better. With this, all bands may get closer to their fans, increasing fan and band interaction, leading to many life-changing experiences for fans. Band member negligence has led to many hurtful words and bad endings to lifelong friendships. More media coverage towards other members could help solve this and save some people's careers and friendships. Fans would be closer to their favorite bands more completely, which may help the band feel closer to their fans, increasing member and fan interaction opportunities. It may be too late to save bands like Journey or Panic at the Disco, but for many other musicians and friends, this could be the stage light on the stage for the guys playing behind the singer. This is brought to you in part by StudyBase.com, wallacoling.com, TheGuardian.com.